Hello guys, welcome to my channel. I am Samantha the Introvert. Today I want to give you my personal review on episode 2 of Deep Night. I already did my review on episode 1. Link is in the description below, so without further ado, let's get into it. Japan sees Kemthis looking tired, and we know Japan knows of Kemthis working at Deep Night Club. Then Kemthis started talking about multiverse of having someone, but that someone keeps ignoring him. Then he looks at Wella. Kemthis made it even more suspicious for Japan to be curious. Okay, in class, Wella is giving back his assignment by the professor, which is a survey, and the professor told Wella that he must use his survey to his classmates in order to get a better and fuller grade. So Wella saw Kemthis and asked Kemthis to look at the survey, but because Kemthis remembered what Wella told him, which is not to speak to him at school, Kemthis rudely walked past Wella. Wella at the club, but he is all moody. The people working there noticed and asked, but as soon as Kemthis walked in, they guessed what's up and they left and gave them space. So when Kemthis walked in and he took his little sat, that's when he asked Wella about his survey, then mentioned what Wella said about not talking to him at school. It was quite obvious that Wella didn't remember anything about what he said about not talking to him in public with Quest. At this point, I'm confused more than Wella because Kemthis is putting flirt to his action. And you can tell Wella is not mad about it. He is not mad at Kemthis' flirt moves. Then we have Japan with his curious self and his Jinto look-alike disguise scooping out the Deep Night Club. Then Japan was caught by Seiji, who was curious to what the hell Japan is doing. So in order to not be too suspicious, Japan told Seiji he wants to apply for a job at Deep Night. Then Seiji brought Japan in to question Japan because Seiji thinks Japan is some spy working for some other club and wants to get access to Deep Night Club. But just then someone bumped into Seiji, causing Seiji to fall in Japan and they locked lips. Then the owner of the Deep Night Club came and as you can tell Japan is a fan of hers. Anyways, she asked Japan his purpose of coming to the Deep Night Club and Seiji told her that Japan said he wants to work there, to which she immediately agrees. It would seem their first encounter has left a sweet impact taste on Seiji and he's not mad about it. Then we see this girl again with her phone and Kemthis saw her and warns her about filming in the club, but she could care less of what Kemthis think. But girl made herself at home and made it to be a regular at the club and caught a liking to one particular Deep Night host. That particular host is none other than Wella. It seems Wella made it everyone popular list. Anyways, they made it to their table with shot glasses filled with liquor, but then Wella asked the girl to edit his face out of her video, and she told him she will never use his face on it. Kemthis sees the girl drinking and talks to Dai about the drinking. Dai then said in the Deep Club they have a rule whenever a host feels like they can't take any more drinks or uncomfortable, they will give a signal for the guards to come and help them and escort them out. So Kemthis should not worry. But anyways, as soon as Kemthis was about to go back to his work, he saw Japan. Kemthis dragged Japan to talk to him, and Japan tells Kemthis that he knows of him and Wella working, but he never thought Kemthis would do the parking guy job, and Japan found out through Kemthis that Wella is the host in the club, which shocked him, and got to know why Kemthis mentioned about the multiverse. Then Japan said that he wants to make friends with all the friends that Kemthis is friends with. Okay, so we're back to Wella, and he wants to give the signal so he can get out and get help, but the girl threatens Wella to use the video to show his face, so Wella had to stay. I am shocked that Wella still kept his composure. Dai came to check on Wella because it is looking very obvious that Wella not look good, but the girl doing her best to not let Wella go. Plus, Wella told Dai he is okay even though he is not, but because the girl has a video of his face, Wella kept quiet. Then we see Seiji making his flirt magic to do his host job. In Japan is a bartender who can't pronounce any of the drink orders. And Chaiji thinks it's Japan's way of being jealous. But Japan really didn't pronounce it right because the word to the drink color were confusing. So Japan went to the back to study the names. And he really trying, y'all. Anyways, when Seiji came, Japan asked about their kiss. But could we call lips that accidentally touched as kissing? Either way, Seiji said he wants to show Japan real kiss. But again, like before, Ken came and ruined the moment. I don't know the deal with these two, but Ken is showing very much jealousy. Then because Kempthis is worried for Wella and shows that Japan sends a picture of the receipt of what the girl ordered and got worried for Wella again. Kempthis went to die and because it's evident that Wella is past drunk, but again they said Wella never gave the signal for help, but Kempthis said he will help Wella instead. When Kempthis came to take Wella, the girl threatens to expose Wella's face and to where he works in the club, but Kempthis took the phone and dropped it in a bucket of ice water, then made the guards drag her outside. When Kempthis and Wella left, Japan was cleaning the table and got curious onto how the taste of the shot, and oh boy took one shot of that drink and fell unconsciously drunk. Kempthis brought the drunk Wella at his house and Kempthis is hiding all his family photos so Wella doesn't see them. But right now, Wella is in work/sexy mode. Kempthis' mother was home and saw that Kempthis brought Wella at the house, but in the end, she allowed it. When Kempthis finished talking to his mother, he went to find Wella who is naked in the shower. Wella then grabbed Kempthis in the shower and kissed Kempthis, and they started, but not as much as Wella, the way Wella used his hands. The next day when Wella woke up, he's shocked to see he is with Kempthis and that Kempthis lives very wealthy. Homeboy is checking his goods to see if he did anything, and not just the front, dude is checking the back and front. Then Wella went in a drawer that was half open and glimpsed a picture of the Deep nightclub owner before Kempthis came and take it away. Wella thought he is a fan of her, why he has the picture of her. Then we see Japan who just woke up with Seiji by his side. Because Japan said he has no idea what happened, Seiji told him. Again, for the fourth time, Seiji tries to kiss Japan and Japan was ready for it, and then comes Ken to ruin the moment. Then we see Kempthis bringing Wella home. Seeing how happy Wella is with his mother, Kempthis went to introduce himself as Wella's friend. Kempthis did his best to help out and also tries to happily flirt with Wella. Later, the mother sat down with Kempthis and asked if he go to school with Wella or work, and Kempthis said he did both. But the thing is, the mother doesn't know of Wella working at Deep nightclub. So it took me a while, but I am not a OG BL fan, but I know I saw this house in DFF Dead Friend Forever. Wella asked Kempthis if he told his mother about working in Deep nightclub and Kempthis said no. At one point I was like, it's too early for this kiss, but then I realized it has 8 episodes, but still, too early. Then at work, Japan is in so much pain, he started saying he understands why Kempthis always at school complaining. Then the owner of the club is gearing them up to Friday night auctions for host. Japan didn't understand, so they explained, and because Japan still didn't understand, Kempthis told Japan to just Google it, and that's when he understood. Okay guys, that is the end of my review on episode 2 of Deep Night. Stay tuned for my review on episode 3. And as always, if you like my reviews, give them a thumbs up, subscribe, hit notification bell so you never miss any of my videos, and I will see you next time.